This week, 6 courts demonstrated the importance of the rule of law and accountability for former President Donald Trump. The rulings came from federal courts in Georgia, Florida, state courts in New York and Georgia, numerous appellate courts. 6 decisions cause us to be optimistic about the state of our justice system. They show that judges of every jurisdiction and ideological bent have finally adopted Trump's favorite litigation tactic and are done with it. It is worth examining each case individually to see the full picture. First, on Tuesday, Judge Steve Jones denied Mark Meadows' emergency request delay last week's decision to send the RICO case against Meadows back state court. As I wrote earlier this week, Meadows essentially serves as a stalking horse for Trump. This means that when he loses consecutive moves to delay his trial, Trump loses, too. In last week's ruling, Jones said Meadows was not performing his official federal government role as White House chief of staff when he participated in the actions alleged in the indictment. Jones ruled instead that Meadows was acting as part of Trump's personal reelection campaign. Then this week, it took a day for the judge to turn down Meadows' request for an immediate stay of the verdict, pending appeal. In doing so, he issued a 10-page opinion showing that Meadows had no significant chance of success on appeal. The court also held that the state and federal interests at stake in Meadows' case, as well as the public interest, indeed favor resolving the case in state court rather than federal court. These findings will not help Meadows' appeal. Jones' rejection of Meadows' emergency request within 24 hours signaled the court's unwillingness to tolerate any diversion in the pursuit of justice. Judge Jones was not alone in this impatience. As our second important court decision shows, Meadows filed an appeal Tuesday, immediately after Jones denied the emergency request that same day. U.S. Court of Appeals for 11th Circuit expedited both Meadows' request to vacate Jones' decision and briefing on merits. Meadows withdrew his request for a stay Thursday after state court Judge Scott McAfee made clear the case would not go to trial on October 23, with defendants seeking a speedy trial. Upon appeal on the merits, the court decided to complete all briefings. Laughably, FBI had appointed a special master to oversee the review of documents seized in court-sanctioned August 8, 2020 search. There was no precedent for such a decision. There was no point in having a special master spend judicial resources reviewing seized documents when no one even knew whether Trump would be indicted. The 11th Circuit's swift handling of this Trump-related issue last year was not an isolated incident. Among federal appeals courts, in January 2022, it took just 3 months for the U.S. Court of Appeals for the District of Columbia Circuit to reject a different appeal from Trump. In this case, the former president lost.